Welcome to the science class. Today we will talk about the refraction of light, and this is a lecture 1 for the refraction of light. Earlier we have studied the reflection of light. Reflection means the bounce back of light in the same medium. Reflection, the bounce back of light in the same medium when it fall on the surface, smooth surface. Now we are going to study the refraction of light. Here, what is refraction of light? Refraction means the bending of light when a light ray passes from one medium to other medium, and these mediums are of different densities. For example, जैसे light air से water में travel करेगी, then it will refract, ठीक है, at the surface where the two medias are in contact with each other. When light travels, अब इसमें टू केसेस हो सकते हैं कि अगर डिफरेंट डेंसिटीज है मीडिया की, डिफरेंट डेंसिटीज, तो एक मीडियम की डेंसिटी कम होगी और दूसरे मीडियम की डेंसिटी हाई होगी. तो इट मींस रेयर एंड डेंसर. देयर आर टू मीडिया, वन इज रेयर एंड अनदर इज डेंसर. व्हेन लाइट ट्रेवल्स फ्रॉम रेयर मीडियम टू डेंसर, फॉर एग्जांपल एयर टू वाटर, ठीक है, रेयर मीडियम टू डेंसर, देन इट रिफ्लेक्ट टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल, ठीक है. व्हेन लाइट travels from rare to denser, then it reflect towards the normal. Okay, rare to denser. I am showing you a picture of refraction. Here the incident ray, this is incident ray, incident AO. Incident ray AO is passing from air to water. Sorry, glass. Here is glass given. So incident ray AO is traveling from air to glass, and here the incident ray falling at point O and got reflected towards the normal. It is bending towards the normal. This OB is bending towards the normal. So this is the phenomena of refraction. Here the light is traveling from rare medium to denser. This is rare medium and this is denser medium. So this is the phenomena of refraction. Now once again, so when light travels from rare medium to denser medium, it moves towards the normal, bend towards the normal, and angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. Here both cases are given in the figure. In this first figure, the incident ray is traveling from air to water. This is air and water, rare medium, and this is denser medium. So angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. This is angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. Now the second case, when light ray is traveling from denser medium to rare, for example water to air. This is water and this is air. Now the light is traveling from water to air. So angle of incidence is smaller than angle of refraction. Angle of incidence is smaller than angle of refraction. So there are two cases for the refraction, when light is traveling from rare medium to denser or denser medium to rare. Now angle of incidence is shown by I and angle of refraction is shown by R. Now the causes of refraction. Why refraction takes place? The refraction takes place due to the change in speed of light when it passes from one medium to another medium. If these media are of different densities, जब light रेयर मीडियम से डेंसर में ट्रेवल करेगी या डेंसर से रेयर में ट्रेवल करेगी, तो उसकी स्पीड में चेंज होगा, और इस स्पीड में चेंज होने की वजह से क्या होता है, लाइट रिफ्रैक्ट करती है, अपने पाथ को शॉर्टन कर लेती है या फिर लॉन्ग कर लेती है. So this phenomenon is called refraction, and it is due to the change in speed of light when it travels through different media of different densities. So now the examples of refraction in our daily life. Here are so many examples of refraction in our daily life. First is the letters appears to be raised up when viewed through a glass slab. ठीक है, जब हम ये ग्लास स्लैब को किसी एक बुक के ऊपर या कॉपी के ऊपर जिसपे कुछ लेटर्स लगे हुए हैं और उससे ऊपर से देखते हैं टॉप से, तो हमें वो थोड़े से ऊपर उठे हुए दिखाई देते हैं। तो दिस इज द फेनोमेना ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन, दिस इज ड्यू टू द रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट। अगर क्वेश्चन आता है व्हाई द लेटर्स अपीयर्स टू बी राइज अप व्हेन दे आर व्यूड थ्रू अ ग्लास स्लैब, तो इसका आंसर आप लिखेंगे कि this is due to the refraction of light. Refraction of light takes place when the light is passing from one medium to another medium. So that's why the letters appears to be right up. What is glass slab? Now I am showing you a slide of glass slab. This is a rectangular piece of glass. This is a rectangular piece of glass. This is called glass slab. This is the glass slab. Now once again, the next example of daily life refraction, the bottom of bucket pond appears to be raised up due to the refraction when light passes from the water to air. One more example, and it is very common. A pencil partially immersed in water appears to be bent बिकॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट। जब हम किसी पेंसिल को या पेन को या कोई भी स्टिक को अगर वाटर में डिप करते हैं, एक ग्लास में वाटर लेंगे और उसमें डिप करते हैं, तो वो हमें एक जगह से वेंट दिखाई देती है, ऐसा लगता है जैसे टूटी हुई है। तो ये बेंडिंग जो है ना पेंसिल की, ये दिस इज ड्यू टू द रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट। एंड हियर इज द डायग्राम इज गिवन, द एक्चुअल पोजिशन ऑफ पेंसिल इज दिस, बट इट इज अपीयर्स टू बी बेंट एट दिस पॉइंट, सो दिस इज due to the refraction of light. And here a formula is given, the apparent depth is equals to 3/4 of the real depth. अगर हम जैसे किसी कॉइन को अगर हम ग्लास में रखते हैं और वाटर फिल किया हुआ है और उसमें हमने कॉइन प्लेस किया, तो वो कॉइन हमें थोड़ा सा ऊपर उठा हुआ दिखाई देता है। या फिर जैसे लेटर्स हैं, ग्लास स्लैब से हम देखते हैं तो वो लेटर्स हमें ऊपर उठे हुए दिखाई देते हैं, ठीक है, लेटर्स ऊपर उठे हुए दिखाई देते हैं। तो उनकी जो एक्चुअल डेप्थ और रियल डेप्थ को कैसे कैलकुलेट करें, तो एक्चुअल डेप्थ जो अपीयरेंट डेप्थ है, अपीयरेंट डेप्थ इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू द 3/4 ऑफ द रियल डेप्थ। ओके, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी द रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट थ्रू अ ग्लास स्लैब। Just a minute before I have shown you a glass slab. Okay, it is a rectangular piece of glass. Now refraction through a glass slab. When light passes through a glass slab, the refraction takes place twice. When light passes through a glass slab, the refraction takes place twice. Where it takes place twice? First when it enters from air to glass, and again when it emerges from glass to air. Okay, so twice the refraction takes place. Now when ray enters to the glass slab, when light enters to the glass slab, then the emergent ray is parallel to incident ray but shift from its original path. Now look at the figure. Here is the incident ray, this one, and this is the actual direction of incident ray, this. And when the refraction takes place, when light enters from air, this is air, okay, or this is the glass of higher density than air. When light travels from air to glass, then it got refracted at point O. And again when light travels from glass to air, then again the refraction takes place at point P. And here this PQ is a emergent ray, and this is the actual position of incident ray. So the difference between the perpendicular difference between these two positions is called lateral displacement or lateral shift. And the emergent ray is always parallel to the direction of incident ray. This is always parallel to the direction of incident ray. And here are some components of refraction through the glass slab. AO, where is AO? This is AO. This one AO. AO is incident ray, and OP is refracted ray, and PQ, this is emergent ray. Now angle I, this one, this is angle of incidence. Angle R, this and this, these are angle of refraction. And angle E, this is angle of emergence. Now there is a relation between angle of emergence and angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is always equals to angle of emergence. Now define lateral displacement. So what is lateral displacement? This is the lateral displacement, is the perpendicular distance between emergent ray and incident ray. This is lateral displacement. Now this is glass slab. I have shown you this earlier. This is the phenomena of bending of light. The pencil, the actual position of pencil. This is the actual position of pencil. I am showing you this again. This is actual position of pencil, and this is appears to be bent at this point B. And this is the cause of refraction, and it is also appearing at less depth than it actually is. It is at position O, but it is appearing at position I. Okay? So this is actual depth, and this is apparent depth of pencil. So these are the phenomena related to the refraction of light. Now, laws of refraction. There are two main laws of refraction followed by the light when refraction takes place. So, what are these laws? The first law is, here the diagram of refraction is given. Incident ray, this AO is incident ray, and it is passing from air to glass, rarer medium to denser. When light will travel from rare medium to denser, then it will reflect towards the normal or bend towards the normal. So it is bending towards the normal. Now AO is incident ray and OB is reflected ray. I is angle of incidence and R is angle of refraction. And here two laws followed by the refraction of light. The first law is the incident ray, normal and reflected ray. Incident ray, normal and reflected ray, all lies in the same plane. All lies in the same plane. And the second law, this is very, very important, that this is also known as Snell's law. What is it? Snell's law. Snell's law. Snell is the name of scientist who gave the relation between angle of incidence, angle of incidence and angle of refraction. He gave the relation between these two angles when light reflected when it passed from one medium to another medium. Then Snell gave the relation between angle of incidence and angle of refraction. And what is that relation? The ratio of sine of angle of incidence. Ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction for a monochromatic light. Monochromatic light means the light of only single color. For example, there is sodium light, sodium lamp. Sodium lamp gives a red color light, red pink light. So such type of lights are known as monochromatic, of the single color. For a given pair of media, always constant. Here the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction for a given pair of media are always constant. हमेशा क्या होगा? एक constant होगा. So this relation is given by sin I upon sin R equals to constant, and this is sin I upon sin R equals to this constant is replaced by mu, and this mu is known as refractive index. This mu is known as refractive index, and this is very important term, refractive index. In the next lecture we will learn about the refractive index. What is the formula of refractive index? What is the relation between refractive index and speed of light when it passes from one medium to another medium, for a pair of media. So in next lecture we will discuss the refractive index and some more terms related with the refraction of light.